everyone. Welcome. One round of the 2021 NFL playoffs is officially in the books. The hottest team in the playoffs might be the Bengals, who went home winners Saturday night, and the 49ers take care of America's team at the Cowboys' own home. And the defending champion Buccaneers destroy the Eagles. The Rams easily dispatch Arizona at their home stadium, which, by the way, is also home of the Super Bowl. Do you remember last year's Super Bowl? Hosted in Tampa, won by Tampa. Could the Rams win the NFC and land in the same situation at home for the Super Bowl? Watch out, y'all, and welcome to the January 18th Father, Son, and Holy Sport weekly podcast. What are you looking forward to this week, T-Money?
Oh, man. You know, I'm going to say my Bengals here. Just what a great win we had. And now we're in the second round of the playoffs. This is amazing stuff. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
30 years wait. Here we are, baby. I can't wait.
Look, you're looking good with all that Bengal gear on and behind you, man. You got it going. You're trending in the right direction. How about my SoFi Stadium? You like my SoFi Stadium?
I mean, you just jump on that bandwagon really quick, don't you? There, Gary? That's cute.
Hey,
you know,
you see
all
this,
the flashy lights of LA.
You see this helmet right here? You see this helmet? Come on, man. I've had this thing since the 60s, this helmet. Hey, y'all, do us a favor and press the like and subscribe. We appreciate your support. Let's kick things off with the January 18th edition of the Ross Rundown. It's a special segment of the Father, Son, and Holy Sport weekly podcast and brought to you by our friends at Woundwise IQ. All right. Hey, T, the Cowboys lose to the 49ers on Sunday, 23-17. Do you view that as the 49ers won that game or the Cowboys lost it?
Well, if it was just the first half, I would have said the Niners won that game. But man, did they play like they were just coasting by in the second half. The Cowboys easily could have come back and won that game. The Niners did not look impressive. So I'm saying the Cowboys lost this. Poor time management and going into the half by Mike McCarthy. Poor time management again in the second half. A fake punt that they convert. Then they leave their guys on the field, get a delay of game. I mean, it was a lot of bad coaching. And then Dak Prescott just played horrible. He did not play like a $40 million quarterback. They had plenty of chances to win this game, and they didn't. The Cowboys lost this thing. They were the higher seed for a reason. And like I told you guys all year, they didn't beat anyone significant, and it showed.
I agree with you, man. I agree with you. Hey, the Cowboys have failed to reach the NFC Championship game now for the last 27 years. Dak has only made the playoffs in 3 of the last 6 seasons. And 2 of those times he loses in the first round. Not good, man.
Well, the other time he lost in the second round, but that was their first game because they had a bye. So, I mean, it's not that impressive what they're doing here. It's just he does not look like a $40 million quarterback. And when you pay someone that much more than they're worth, your team starts falling apart if he can't carry his weight. So, unfortunately, they're done.
Patrick Mahomes makes $45 million. We got Josh Allen at $43 million. Dak is there at $40 million, number 3, and the 2 guys ahead of him are moving on into the playoffs.
Yep, totally agree. So, let me ask.
49ers are up on Saturday night at 8:15, taking on the Packers. So we'll see what happens. Packers minus 5.5 in that game.
That'll be a great game. But let me ask you this. After watching that game, and I think we both agree the Cowboys lost that game there, what should the Cowboys fire Mike McCarthy? What should they do?
I don't think so. I've thought about that. I'd give him 1 more year. He's had a winning record, including winning a Super Bowl, which really swings me because he did win that Super Bowl. He has led a team with a big-name quarterback. Even Bill Belichick states that McCarthy's one of the best coaches he's ever gone up against. But his biggest issue is the same issue as Dak. He's only 10-9 all time in the playoffs. That's not that good. And Dak's having the same issue, not able to win in the playoffs. Those 2 guys together, they got to figure this out. I would not cut him loose. I would want to know if I'm the owner, what's he going to do different this coming year? Because they have the players. They seemingly have the players. So what's the game plan to increase the performance?
I agree with you, G. But I think my biggest thing is, let me ask you something. What does Mike McCarthy do, and what does he do well? He doesn't do the offense.
Well,
It's Kellen Moore. He doesn't do the
well, he
defense. It's
is.
Dan Quinn. He's bad at time management. He's clearly bad at motivating people the way they came out flat in that first half. I mean, what does he do or do well at all? Like, as a head coach, he's clearly not performing at head coaching duties, let alone offense or defense. He's not good at either.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
why I think he's got to go.
he came up through his career as an offensive coordinator, so he's an offensive guy.
Well, if Aaron Rodgers wants you gone, that scares me at being an offensive guy.
Well, that's right. Aaron Rodgers is kind of a tough guy to manage, though, and he lasted a long time with them. And Aaron Rodgers, I think, in the end, took him out. But hey, man, the Cowboys, in the end, they were one of those 5 teams that we looked at that we thought were in the top of the cream of the crop of that NFC. Cowboys were there. They fall out after going 12-5. They've got a hold on that division. There's nobody in that division. I don't care if you talk about Philly. There's nobody in that division that's going to beat them. They've got a hold on that division, and that's why I think they can win that division again.
Yeah.
So can they, get out of that thing, get a home field, and win at home? They were 12-5. They'll win the NFC East again next year. What are they going to do to step it up? Hey, let me go to the next topic here, man. Let's go to AFC. Let's talk about your team that you love, that's so near and dear to you, man. In your heart of hearts, man, I know you love them, but using your brain and not your heart, do you think the Bengals have a real shot here?
I do, because let's say they beat the Titans, which I'm not as sold on the Titans as everyone else. Derrick Henry might run train on us, and that's okay if he does. But the secondary of the Titans isn't that great. So I like our chances on beating the Titans. If we beat the Titans, then we play Kansas City, most likely, who we just beat a few weeks ago. So I'm pretty confident here, that we can hang with these guys and potentially make a Super Bowl, which would be absolutely crazy. So yes, the Bengals definitely have a shot here. And it's because of that baby face killer, Joe Burrow, baby. Love that man.
Yeah. I know. Hey, man, I think so too. And the reason I think so is they have no pressure. Nobody expects these guys to do anything. They expect them to lose. Even though everyone's not high in the Titans, they do expect them to get past this round. And that the winner, everyone says the winner of the AFC is coming out of the other game, not this game. So Bengals have no one looking at them, no one expecting anything.
Yeah.
They're going to come in relaxed. If they get up early in that game, watch out.
Yeah. God forbid Titans have to start throwing. That's great for the Bengals. I mean, hey, I just think Joe Burrow is on another level right now. He just seems like you cannot rattle him. He does not get nervous in any situation. And he just looks like the next generation of franchise quarterback. Excited for where the Bengals are going.
Hey, Bengals play the Titans Saturday. They're the first game out of the gates this weekend. Tennessee only -3.5, and they're at home. Over-under's 47, so kind of in the middle of the road, a little bit low on that over-under.
Yeah, we'll see.
You got 2 teams that will run the ball. And even the Bengals can pass, but I'm saying they like to run too. And, of course, Tennessee wants to run.
Yeah, it'll be a great game. Cannot wait for this weekend. But let's transition to a guy that not in the playoffs anymore. Mac Jones carried the Patriots his rookie year to the playoffs. Now, I will say carry very lightly here because I'm going to ask you, is he a franchise quarterback?
Well, he could be. All right. I think he's had a great year. I mean, look at all those rookie quarterbacks. The guy's been phenomenal. No one thought he would be this good. He's a proven winner. The guy's won his whole career. He's only a rookie. He's going to get better. He's part of the reason that the Patriots turned it around this year. The Patriots turned it around, and he's part of the reason. Definitely give him another year. I mean, the guy is going to get better. But New England, in the bigger picture, New England ends up 10-7. They do make the playoffs, but of course they want to go further, and they have a real issue in the AFC East because the Bills kind of have a lockdown. They've kind of got their number, and the Bills are not going anywhere. And Josh Allen is better than Mac Jones, and so how are we going to make this New England team competitive in that AFC East when they got Josh Allen. And I think it's got to be on that defense. The defense used to dominate. And where is that defense, man? They got Mac Jones. Okay, he's great at what he does. They got a great running. The running backs are awesome. So they got to pick up the defense, man. Pick it up again.
Yeah, that was a straight throttling. That was embarrassing, like you said, for the defense. Now, Mac Jones has been up and down and a lot of downs this year. He hasn't looked elite. But let's just say this. Tom Brady's first ever Super Bowl run, he threw 2 touchdowns. Not in the Super Bowl, the entire Super Bowl run in the playoffs. So I just want to put that in perspective.
Yeah.
Tom Brady, the GOAT, won with these Patriots, throwing 2 touchdowns the entire playoffs. Mac Jones did throw 2 in this game. So let's cut him a little slack. He's a rookie. I like his floor. I think he can be a starting quarterback, just like you said, G. But he looked like he struggled a lot at the end of the season as teams maybe started figuring him out. But I like Mac Jones to be a solid starter, Kirk Cousins-esque in the future.
Yeah. Stay with him, man. The guy's going to get better next year. Those rookie quarterbacks always get better, and he's going to improve. Hey, let's move to that Brady team, the Tampa Bay Bucs. Okay. Man, they jump out to a 17-zip halftime lead. They end up crushing the Eagles. Overall, what are your thoughts on that game, man? Tampa Bay and Eagles.
2 thoughts. One, Tristan Wirfs goes down, who might have been the number 1 right tackle in the league this year. So that's huge loss for the Bucs if he can't play the next round. Secondly, I think this more speaks about the Eagles and how far away they are from maybe competing for a Super Bowl. Really happy they made the playoffs. Like Jalen Hurts' legs got him there. Yeah. I think that they are going to make the decision this offseason to go get another quarterback or draft another quarterback, and Jalen Hurts will be gone. And I love Jalen Hurts. I think he could be a starter in this league. I think he could go to another team and compete for a starting job, or, he already took a playoff team to the playoffs. He's proven that. So I like Jalen Hurts, but unfortunately, I think this Eagles management did not draft him. This Eagles coach did not select him. I think they're going to move on from Jalen Hurts after how poorly he performed versus the Bucs.
Well, they can move on from Jalen Hurts, but Jalen Hurts is going to go somewhere and make somebody a winner.
Oh, yeah.
That guy knows how to win. And his attitude and the way he leads in that locker room, people would kill for that. So, hey, man, they can't put this on Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts made that team a lot better. They were not good. And there was a lot of things wrong with that team. And the new coach did great. I like what he did. But I don't think this is on. I mean, Jalen Hurts goes in basically as a rookie. The guy has barely played in the NFL. And he goes in to Tom Brady's backyard to take on Tom Brady. And they get their butts kicked.
Yeah.
So that's just the way it's going to be. TB12 looks sharp, man. He looks sharp as ever. Their whole team looks like they're ready to run at it. And, man, it's going to be a war, Tampa against the Rams this Sunday, man. 3:00, Tampa favored by only 3. Whichever team loses that game, think about this. These were 2 teams that had very high hopes. And whoever loses that game on Sunday, man, they're going to be ticked off.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very disappointed.
I totally agree with you, man. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with these guys. Oh, man, I'm excited for the Bucs-Rams game. I think that's going to be one of the better games this weekend. But let me ask you this. On the other side here, we had the Chiefs play the Steelers, and you want to talk about a throttling. That was a throttling. My God. After a defensive touchdown by the Steelers, they go on a 35-0 run, basically. Was this better than a bye for the Chiefs? I mean, is that what it looked like to you, G?
Absolutely. They needed this, man. They needed this for their confidence. They were hurt in the middle of that season. I know they won 9 of their last 10, but they've had some choppy moments. They lost to the Bengals in a shootout, which would be amazing if they faced up again after that shootout that they had. But they needed this for their confidence. Mahomes and Tyreek and Travis Kelce, man, these guys are just coming up now, man. They're coming back to what they were. Everybody's worried about them. Guess what, my friends? they're back.
Oh, yeah. I thought this was better than a bye. I mean, they didn't have anyone get injured, and it looked like they had that, joy that they typically have when you see the Kansas City like having fun. Like Tom Brady's precision and execution and, so structured. Kansas City's elite when they're having fun. And they look like they got back to that after a close win versus Denver in the last week of the season, looking a little shaky. No, they come in, they put the pedal to the metal, look like themselves, have a good time, get some reps in, and they just feel great going into this next game versus the Bills.
Kelsey dancing in the end zone epitomizes what you're saying. I love when Kelsey scores. He just go crazy with his dancing, and he's not even a good dancer. The guy can't even dance, but he thinks he can dance. And so he goes for like 60 seconds, like with all these dance moves. It's hilarious, but it's like you said, man, he's having fun. They're having fun. They were clicking. They look good. They're at home Sunday at 6:30 in the nightcap. The last of the 4 games. The stadium will be rocking. They're favored by 2 against the Bills. I'm sure we're going to be talking about this in different places in the podcast. The over-under is 55, and I know people who are picking the over on that 55. Now, the winner of that game is going to be favored in the title game. So that's a big game right there.
Yeah, it'll be so much fun to watch. Bills already got them in the regular season, so Kansas City's going to be motivated for once here. It's going to be a great matchup.
Hey, we hope you all loving the new Ross Rundown special segment brought to you by Father, Son, and Holy Sport. If you're interested in being a guest on the Ross Rundown, reach out to us. The show is sponsored by Woundwise IQ. It's a patented mobile analytics software app that automatically measures and analyzes chronic and surgical wounds that's used by leading physicians and nurses caring for people with chronic wounds to document healing progress. Just download the app from the App Store. You're ready to go. Learn more at woundwiseiq.com. Hey, if you love the show like we love you, press that like and subscribe and look for all of our shows and segments where you play your podcasts. Look for at Father, Son, and Holy Sport, or check out our new website where you can find our shows and buy our merch. It's Father, Son, and HolySport.com. T-Money. Have fun watching the divisional playoff games this weekend, baby.
All right, man. We'll talk to you later. Hoo day.
Hoo day.